up for the podcast, even though they may not be in lingerie.
Yeah, I can't do
Because
that in my car.
oh because it was to the point that my mom always said you gotta look your best when you come out because you never know who you run into,
Hey,
period. So,
that's the truth.
and everything, and shoot, and you looking very nice, even giving us a little bit of cleavage, ladies and gentlemen. So, how has your day been and everything? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I actually took yesterday off from working, so that was nice. Like no social media, none of that. Today was back to. I'm heading to Vegas on Wednesday, so I had to get the nails done, start prepping for Vegas.
Oh, gosh, you got some shoots coming up.
Yeah,
Oh
quite a
my.
few. So,
So, how often do you shoot? How much do you shoot? 'Cause I know it's
um,
a demand to keep up with everything.
so this is still my first year. I was
Mm-hmm.
working like 3 or 4 weekends a month. Now I've got it to where I can schedule and only have to work 2 weekends a month or like a 3 or 4 day window. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm doing this month. I'm only going to be away from home for 4 days for the whole month of March.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get all my shoots done in that 4 days.
And you work a 9 to 5 along with this, am I correct?
No, I don't. I was when I first started,
Mm-hmm.
but it was literally, I think 2 months in, I walked
Mm-hmm.
away from my 9 to 5 and just,
Yeah. See now,
yeah.
now, because I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say that. Because when people hear you say work, they automatically gonna assume 9 to 5. I want them to understand that what we do is work, motherfuckers. It is
It
a
is.
job.
It is. You got to play and stuff. You're working, like you're messaging your supporters on your sites. You're sitting there messaging them. You're editing content, sending out content, planning new content. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. So with that being said, Miss Lady, hello, smokers. As you see, we started off hot as usual. You know where you are. You know what the smoke brings and what it is. We talk about the Smokers Lounge. I'm your host, Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. I'm going to go through this real quick. 4 wonderful sponsors for you to enjoy. The first one being the Facebook LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine in the game, HorizonMagazine.com. For your content creators, 90% profit. And for your consumers, a new place to consume your Triple S content, ExciteBunny.com. Last but not least, award-winning, award-nominating, voiceover with some smut. And they even got a VR section. I'm talking about none other than BlushErotica.com. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and buy some stuff. Also, in the mornings, 5 days a week, go to fullyswapradio.com and listen to me chop it up with adult film's finest as we talk about everything for the business, sexuality, and wherever the conversation may lead us. And you can find it on fullyswapradio.com. Also, check me out on the SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com app as well as the BGPLLC app. Now I'm going to shut up and let this gorgeous, beautiful smile, beautiful eyes, and one of the nicest asses I've ever seen in porn introduce herself.
Hi, I'm O'Mya, the BBW goddess. And I do have a nice ass. So,
Oh, yes, you do. I've been looking at it all day doing my research and everything on your Twitter feed now. And so, like you were saying, you quit your 9 to 5 to do this full time, period. So, one, what got you into this? And then two, when did you know it was right to go full time?
so I actually joined the sex industry in 2018
Mm-hmm.
as a stripper. And then I ended up kind of leaving the club and I started working at the warehouse just because it was just easier. The clubs
Mm-hmm.
in Kentucky really aren't that great. I'll say that.
Shit.
Yeah. Anyway, I did that. And then I was still doing some lingerie modeling, some topless modeling, like implied nude on the side
Mm-hmm.
while I was working at the warehouse. And then I went to my first Exotica in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And that introduced me to people. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in the like porn side of it yet, but that introduced me to people.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went online. I made a Twitter and I made an Instagram then.
Mm-hmm.
And PlumperPass contacted me early last year, like February last year.
Yeah, that's why when I first saw you.
Yeah. And February last year is when the shoot was planned, and then it didn't drop until June. We shot it in, and it dropped in June. And I was just like, fuck it, might as well go all the way if I'm gonna do
it. so okay, so first you started in the strip club.
Yeah.
So because I know strip clubs, they're very body conscientious. They just keep it 100 or what have you. Was you surprised that he allowed you to dance in the strip club, and how was your experience?
So the first clubs I went to, they said no, like right off the bat, because I tried to start at the strip club earlier, like 19, 20 years old. It did not happen. I started doing the lingerie modeling, and I had the nice photos. So I sent them in to a club in Kentucky because they had like auditions coming up, and you had to send in pictures before you were allowed to even come to the auditions. And they're like, well, come on, because they seen how put together and stuff I was. They're like, come on, audition. If you can dance well, you have a good attitude, we'll see what happens. So I was definitely the only big girl working for them, but that was...
Trust me, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, how did the patrons take to you?
Some of them absolutely fucking love me because they like big girls.
And you were the only one in the building?
Yeah, I was the only one in the building, and I can talk about whatever. We can have a professional conversation. We can talk about football. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you're an engineer, we can go down that road. I know quite a few things. But, and then some of them, they might not have liked my body, but they like talking to me. Give you a little shoulder rub or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't see how can nobody like that pretty smiley, or then you walking around in the stripper outfit, the heels, that booty. Shit.
And that's another thing. I have a woman in Memphis that makes my outfits, full-figured fashion. So she makes stripper outfits for the big girls. So it looks good. You have stuff on your body that looks good. I'm not in there wearing something that doesn't look good on my body. So you got to be together.
I feel you on that. So shoot. So what made you decide to leave the strip club? It just wasn't lucrative enough, or
it was kind of draining just being around, because I would be in there sober for one. So it was, yes, I'm going to write a book when I'm like 40 or something on all this. But it was draining. It was just draining. There was one club I worked at that was nice. It was more of your money throwing type of club. It got closed down, so it was back to the gentleman's club, and that's just
the gentleman club to me is not as fun as a regular strip club, because you can only do like topless and you can't touch, you know, and shit like strip club where you can touch, they got VIP. It's to me more fun, and girls make more money, to be honest with you, in my opinion.
They do, and I mean, if you're in a club where you're allowed to be throwing ass wherever you want to throw ass, and they're throwing money, you're leaving with more instead of sitting there having to talk to somebody for 15, 20 minutes trying to get a dance. Like that's, I would rather just go work my ass off dancing and make money than sit there and convince people to get a dance. Like that's not.
Well, hell yeah, I understand. I'm sorry, I'm just loving your southern accent. I just love a little country girl. I just find it sexy.
Well, thank you.
Oh man. So after all this, you leave the club, you back into 9 to 5, and then of course PlumperPass started calling. Now how did they find you? Would they just found you on Twitter, or they found you on Twitter?
They found me on Twitter. I didn't even have like 1,000 followers on Twitter yet. Like it was crazy. I didn't even know who PlumperPass was at first. I didn't know nothing about like the porn companies. One of the guys I worked with at my 9 to 5 was like, "Oh, you need to be on PlumperPass. You need to be on PlumperPass." And then like, I don't know, you know how your phones hear shit you're talking about? PlumperPass shows up on my Twitter. I'm like, let me follow them. See what this is about. And then I've been a fan of Sophia Rose for years. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is who she's worked with some. Like, Went
Yeah,
down the world.
PlumperPass is legendary. They been in the business for years, and trust me, Clinton made his bones in his business. He deserves his roses.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah,
very.
he definitely does.
So so now, okay, they hit you up. Was you already kind of looking to do boy girl porn content
I was
prior to
not.
this?
I was not because I hadn't done any kind of boy girl content for my site. Like I had a very small OnlyFans, like a couple
Hmm.
pictures,
Hmm.
and
So you weren't even doing solos.
no, not no. Like my first
You won't doing
scene,
no type of fucking on camera.
my first scene was a boy girl with PlumperPass, like just straight out the gate.
Damn, you cut your teeth hard because seriously, it's hard to find a girl that's fresh off the boat, meaning that she has not done anything on camera other than take pictures. It's very rare because if nothing else, at bare minimum, they did solos and played with dildos on camera. You know what I'm saying? So you coming straight off the box, just being straight up a pin-up model and a former stripper with no on-camera video experience. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. No
I've
doubt.
definitely got a lot better since then.
I'm pretty sure you probably knocked it out the box the first go around. Cause a
Oh, I
lot
mean,
of ladies.
it looks great, but I've definitely learned a lot since then. But
So all right. So let's unpack this first shoot, right? Cause we love unpacking shoots here on my show. You know, cause a lot of shows don't do that, but mine does. We talk about it now. You made a decision to go ahead and do boy girl. But before we go to you walking on set, what made you go ahead and say, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and do a fuck scene? Because one thing to ask you to do a solo is another thing to ask you to fuck somebody.
I mean, my opinion on it was let's just fucking do it. Like let's just fucking do it. I mean,
I like you. She said, fuck it. Why put my toe in the pool where I could just dive in? Fuck all
and
that.
that scene, my first scene, blew the fuck up because of that. If I would have done a
Yeah.
solo, it probably would have been like down here.
Well,
And
actually, because not only that, that was your first scene. So no one had ever seen you did any fucking of any kind. Period. And because that's how it supposed to be back in the day. That they didn't want girls that already had kind of did work. They wanted girls that have not really done anything because they felt it made a bigger impact when the scene dropped. Because now I got to find her. I don't know where she's at. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only place where they can see you actually in action and fucking. Period. That's just the old school mentality of things. Period.
well, they definitely found me after that.
So so you get on set, you see that this is official. This ain't no bullshit. Cause you went to Florida, am I correct?
Yes.
So flew you out, all that good shit. We know how PlumperPass do. And what was your thoughts when you walked on set, seeing the cameras, the lights, like looking like it's a Hollywood set? You feel
Well,
me?
they definitely have some huge lights, so that was a little different. I'm used to being in front of the camera, the posing side. So
Yeah.
that was fine. It was nice to have a makeup artist, somebody to do my hair for me. That was nice. Uh, Other than that, I was a little bit nervous, but my first scene partner was Preston Parker, and he was great. He helped me a lot with just walking me through the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So he made me comfortable. He knew it was my first scene. That helped. But other than that, it really wasn't like nerve wracking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you do paid gigs, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to meet the talent beforehand versus when you do content. So like, because that's very important because it's the male talent job just as much as it's your job to make each other feel comfortable so that the scene can go smoothly. So what's some of the things that he did to help you relax and come down with your nervousness and anxiety and all that shit? Because this is your first time doing this. You know what I'm saying?
For one, he was calm. He wasn't trying to be like all over me. I've
Mm-hmm.
experienced some people, but he wasn't like that. He told me what I needed to do for the camera, like
Mm-hmm.
how to look at the camera, how to position my body before we started, he told me like what positions we were gonna do, like 3 or 4 different things we were gonna, and we would cut to make sure I was still okay, everything was still good. Now, thankfully, I really don't have to cut for a scene. But
now.
Yeah, that first one probably had probably 5 cuts or something. But yeah, anyway, just being calm and telling me what we're going to do, what's about to happen, how my body needs to be angled so the shot looks good. That helped me a lot. So
yeah. So after that, did you immediately started looking to shoot content for yourself like that? Or did you start just getting paid gigs and then down the line you decided to do content?
So I already had a shoot scheduled for my own content with Mars Black. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
So he was my first male collab for myself. We had that planned for June. We had that planned for about 3 months. We talked for about 3 months before. So that was actually planned. I had PlumperPass planned, and then I had Mars planned, and then I had my next collab after that was with Finney. So all those were planned, and we went back and forth with each other. So I was planning to shoot my own. It was just trying to space it out.
So basically, it was like you already had the plan to shoot more content for your shit. It just so happened PlumperPass came a call.
Yeah,
it kind of sealed the deal. Like, yeah, I need to go, boy, girl. Yeah, I got a paid gig. Won't even expecting me.
Yeah. So, I mean, I shoot a lot of girl. To be fair, girl is really on my OnlyFans. Girl is my top request on there. So I shoot with a lot of other BBWs, thicker girls. I'll shoot with any body type. I just haven't. You got to find the women that are willing to shoot with you. So
yeah, because the way that we were taught in porn that you're not supposed to mix the sizes, which I found kind of crazy. Period. The reason, hence, for the genres as they came about. So it's when it comes to, because you started with a major company, and as anybody know, once you start here, you have to stay here or go above. Anything else is below is going to kill your momentum. So, you said you work with Mars, and then of course you work with Fanny. Shouts out to Fanny, who's doing his thing and everything. What did you take into account with these guys that made you say I would do content trade? Because understand, these two guys were well-known male talent, which means there's something that they just didn't come to you with bubble gum and big dick.
Exactly. And I don't like bubble gum, and I really don't like dick, so. But they came to me before I was shooting Boy Girl for one. I told them then that wasn't something I was interested in. So originally I had said no to them. They weren't jerks about it. They weren't any kind of asshole. We just kept communication back and forth. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready. Let's set something up. They know how to perform on camera. Know what kind of lighting needs to be used. Different angles. Look, I'm going to turn this light down. But anyway, the lighting, the camera angles. Sorry, let me turn this off again. There we go. And knowing how to perform. I care about the quality that I put out. So I'm going to say 80% of the videos I put out are shot by a videographer. There's light. If there's not a videographer there, we have 3 or 4 different angles that we cut the video so it looks like there's a videographer.
God, I respect y'all for that shit. That's a lot of editing. People realize when you do the easy shit is when you have a camera guy, or it's a POV, a tripod, or a camera guy. The easy shit's to edit. When you talk about that 3 camera from 3 different angles, that's different. The different level of editing on that end. So because moving forward, guys don't realize that you got to bring something to the table, experience and the whole nine, because, or even more important, what I wanted to piggyback on was, I remember Mel Talent said, he told me a story similar to where a girl said no, but then eventually she said yeah. You know, speak to, because sometimes guys think that y'all mind is set and finite. Like, for example, you might run to a Male Talent, you might tell him no, but then you might be open to work with him later. Speak to, sometimes you might change your mind on a talent that you might have said no to at first.
And see, I might say no to people because my schedule's already full. And for me, paid shoots come first, and then I try to fit in some collabs. And like I said, girls is what sells the most for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm working with a Male Talent, I need him to have all of his shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, it might happen in the next year or so. Look, that's...
Yeah, because the thing of it is that what she might say no then, but it depends upon how you react to the no. We can tell if she say yeah in the future, period. Because sometimes you might look at him, he's like, he ain't hot enough yet, because like you said, your main content that sells for you is girl.
Yeah.
Boy girl sells, but the girl goes faster. Yeah. Which means that you're not in need of boy girl as much, which means that you're more particular about what Male Talent that you're going to shoot.
Yes, and like right now, I have enough content for my sites until June. So I have my videos ready, edited. Because whenever I get time to shoot with somebody, I like to shoot 2 or 3 scenes with them. And then space that out over 5 months. Like, that's kind of what I've been doing. And then I don't put myself in a space where I have to collab with people. I try to have stuff ready so I can do my paid shoots, because I still do quite a bit of photo shoots. Like, not everything I do is hardcore. So I try to have all my stuff together, so I'm not in a position where I have to collab with somebody.
Yeah, because God never forget when I talked to a lady from Canada and I was trying to do a collab with her. She said, "Nah, I'm only doing paid gigs. I got enough dicks for collab." I said, "You go, girl."
It's just the truth of it. And for newer, I know I'm still new, but at this point, like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know how to make a good scene.
You having a strong rookie year. Let's just keep it 100. You having a strong rookie year.
So, like, if you're a newer Male Talent, you'll get tested, and you're willing to pay me a little bit for me teaching you how to do the scene, for one, bringing the lighting, bringing everything, you an awesome scene. I'll do that sometimes. I'm not saying every time, but I'll do that sometimes, because 1, you get the awesome scene. 2, I'm teaching you how to shoot, and I'm giving you some advice for your online stuff. Like, it's not just the scene. So I'm open to that sometimes. I know a lot of people don't want to do that because they want to collab, but I mean, I pay people to work with them, so.
I mean, not because the way that you packaging it, you're getting a scene with a consultation service.
Yeah.
So versus you got to pay me and give me the content. Nah. It's if either you're gonna work with him on a content trade or he gonna pay you for a scene. It shouldn't be both. I don't give a damn. He brand new. Period. At the end of the day, now if his shit look crappy, shit, trust me, I done told my cameraman some scenes I done did. You keep that, buddy. I ain't using that shit. You can put it up. I'm not putting it up. I did terrible. She was terrible.
I think I've had one scene that I'm like, that shit's not going on any of my stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. It'd be some throwaways. You run to a few here and there. But so now with that being said, because with your content, how much of it do you film when you travel, or do you do a lot of your filming when it comes to you do content houses? Like, how do you get your collabs? Because you have the content house where, girls go to the content house, get a lot of content. Then, of course, hey, I feel like going to Vegas. Let me connect with some people in Vegas so I can do content. Which one works best for you?
So I have not done a content house yet.
Okay.
I'm actually in one in June. Yeah, I figured, fuck it. If I want to do one, I might as well kind of have a little bit of control over it.
And you got to have a grace of discovery.
Yeah. So for now, it's just been traveling. So I'll do my paid shoots, and then after them, I'll collab.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it's worked. I am in Kentucky, so I do have to travel for everything.
So when you do the only time you do travel is when you have your paid gigs, correct?
Yes, like I'm not at this point. I'm not gonna.
So that means you really gets it in when you travel when it comes to your content. Like, how many scenes do you look to shoot outside of your paid?
I try to do, unless I'm just fully booked for paid scenes, and sometimes that happens, but I try to do 2 or 3 creators. I'll try to work film and make anywhere from 5 to 6 scenes, because I try to.
You like me. Yeah, I like you. I like you. Actually, we could have rolled together back in the day.
Yeah, see, if you can collab with me for 2 hours, we can definitely knock out 2 scenes with pictures, just have in and just knock it out. Yeah. Especially girls, girls are, we can get those in.
Yeah, because I used to knock out at least, I knocked out 6 scenes in a day. About four, maybe 4 of them, maybe boy, girl. The rest is fetish, blowjob, or titty fuck. Either way, I had to nut each time, so. So I'm just saying. So I know what can be done. Cause I was all right, because depending on the rate that you get your paid gigs, and the time frame that you in that city, and for you to have shit backed up, that means that you had to do a lot of work each stop.
Yeah.
A bunch of scenes or what have you. To the point that, even if you had some flakes, you didn't have many.
Yeah. Well, if I do have people that cancel, I usually have 2 or 3 people that I've told, hey, I'm booked. Yeah. But if something happens and we both get canceled on, let's work together. Or I'll go just upload some content or edit some content. So if somebody cancels on me, I just keep it moving,
Which speaks to your popularity, because that means dude just be like, I hope someone cancels. She got talent in case of emergency, goddamn. Case of emergency talent. No, but that speaks the volume of your work and what you've been doing, because that shows that a lot of people like working with you, and that you have money making potential as a female talent.
Yep, that's the.
Yeah, because it's important that, like I said, you don't fall into the trap of melding in with your pictures or anything like that. You give nothing but professional, good-looking, pin-up-ish material on your Twitter and on your social media. To you kind of understand part of the dressing of what we do is to be a sex symbol. Speak to being a sex symbol and becoming one and understanding it.
So for me, the quality of it is everything. The quality and the editing part. You can't be somebody that performs on videos if you're having your photos heavily edited and then you show up a completely different person. Mm-hmm. So you need to be you. You need to embrace every bit of your body. Mm-hmm. You need to learn how to dress it. You need to learn what makeup looks good on you, what hairstyles look good on you. Mm-hmm. So you can be the best sex symbol you can be. Mm-hmm. Learn how to pose your body. You don't have to look at what this person's doing, because that might not work for you. You have to learn how to present yourself the best way possible. Like what you said earlier, you never know who's going to see you. You never know who's going to see it. I occasionally post. I had a lot of people thinking that I wasn't a real person, the first couple months, because everything was professional photos and stuff. So I have started posting a couple no makeup pictures, a couple just regular.
But think about it. It took someone to say that for you to post the other side of pictures. That's how it's supposed to be. You're getting my best first.
Yeah.
Then if you want to see my regular, yeah, because you're still not losing the allure of being a big star in their eyes. That where girls don't understand where the money come from. Because the more I reveal you, the more I'm willing to pay to look at you.
Yes. Yes. I have guys that actually pay more for like video chats and stuff when I don't have makeup on, because they want to see that side of me. They really don't get to see that side of me because I mainly post the professional work. So, and it doesn't. I feel like you should give your best self first, and then they kind of respect you a little bit more whenever you show other sides of you, because they're getting to know you more. You know.
Yeah. It's like we seen the star you, now we can see the regular you.
Yes.
You know, period. So we know, because also here's the other part. If she looked good without the makeup, that makes it even better. See, that's the kicker. So people, you know what time of the show it is. It's at that time where the pussies go dry, the dicks go limp. Let's talk about the business. And you know what time it is. This is where we really get serious at the show for a little bit. And now with you, you're a little bit different because you didn't start off having content. You was doing pics and stuff of that nature. So with you, when you started putting up your own content, what sites was you looking at and what sites you went with?
So, I already had the OnlyFans started for like sexting, like a little bit of stuff. Then I made a mini vids just so I could have a video store. That I kind of went with stuff that was easier, already set up platforms, so I could just upload my stuff. I didn't have to worry about building the website yet, you know? So I went with mini vids and loyal fans. And those have been
I have to give you props. I could not get a single loyal fan to save my life. Every time I look up, you got a loyal fan sale. I'm like, damn, y'all, I can't crack that egg.
And it's crazy because, like, I'll be completely honest. I have 3 subscribers on loyal fans, 3, but I get a lot of interactions from. You can do like paid messaging on there. I get a lot of interactions from the video store and the messaging. Like, people might not subscribe, and that's fine, but they're still talking to me. I definitely like loyal fans. It's a good platform.
Yeah, because I see that you use other functions within these platforms to make money. Why don't girls use more of the functions?
They might not know how to use them yet. Learning the platforms, I'm still learning how to use minivids for real. Like, I don't know how to fully use that platform. You just have to learn how to use them. I've had even on OnlyFans, I really didn't even know how to use it until probably August. And learning different functions on OnlyFans helped me go from like 15% to 7%, and then it'll get there.
Yeah, because the biggest mistake that girls think is the money is made with the content, the boy, girl, the fucking, the solo. That's not where the money is at. That's just the advertising. The money is in the services. The money is in the webcam, the live shows, if you're able to pull that off, the custom videos. Hell, selling fucking panties. I mean, I'm just saying.
It is. I do custom videos twice a month. I do sexting. I do video chat some. I have to do those when I'm on the road and have Wi-Fi. But you have to interact. That's what's really helped. Of course, videos sell and stuff, but the interaction is what keeps them there. And they know that on my end, it's genuine. I'm the one that responds to my fans, my supporters. Don't know really what to call them yet. I'm the one that talks to them, and they know that because we can have a sexual conversation or talking about some weird shit sometimes that's not even sexual. So,
I mean, but to be honest with you, that's why if a female is able to use webcam, if you want to go there, it's a good option, because especially if you're a good talker, you're a good listener. Because the whole point is, a lot of times, that's what they're there for. They just to have someone to talk to. You know, that's where the money be made. Because sometimes you make money by even having to show a tit.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can remember what y'all talked about when you talk to them next time, there you go.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I smoked too much weed. I smoked too much fucking weed.
That was one of the biggest things in the strip club, just because I would remember people and they'd be like,
yeah.
"Oh shit, you're not in here fucked up? Okay."
She the sober one. We like her. Yeah. But now I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think the strip club kind of prepared you for this?
Kind of, because I won't deal with nobody's bullshit. If that makes, like, working there gave me tough skin. It gave me the "you're not gonna waste my time" attitude. Like that did prepare me for it.
Oh yeah, because now the other thing I wanted to ask you was this: when it comes to like the money, because a lot of people act like when you first start this shit, you make a shitload of money, or the money comes fast. They don't understand the journey. They watch the race, they watch the finish line, but they won't watch the race. You get what I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So it's like when you started with the content, what was your thought process when you start putting it up as far as money, when you were looking for that payout? You know, did you think it was going to be easy money? Did you think it's going to be fast money?
So I didn't think it was going to be easy because I've known other people that already did. I actually didn't expect my stuff to do as well as it has. To be truthful, I really didn't. Like this time last year, I couldn't imagine making what I make now. But I also invest a lot. That first check I got from PlumperPass, I went and bought a GoPro and I went and bought some lights because I wanted my content to look good. You know what I mean? So I got the best I could get within my budget. You have to invest. I mean, I probably invest at least $1,000 a month right now, at least. That's on some travel, and you gotta buy outfits. You gotta do all this stuff. You have to pay for editing programs. You have to be ready to invest into it. I mean, it
takes money to make money.
It really does. And it's, like I said, I'm at the top 7%. I'm not at the top 2%.
Now, we about to have a real conversation here. All right. Please explain to my smokers this percentage, because you have girls that sit here and they brag about what percentage they are on OnlyFans. And I don't think people truly understand what the percentage means and actually what it means and what's the point of it. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the top 20%, because that's kind of, the top 20% is only about $300, maybe $400 a month. So keep that in mind. As you go up, 10% is about $800 a month. At 10%, keep that in mind. And then where I'm at now, I've made, I think, like $1,400 at the top 7% in the last month. So you have to really be in like that 3, 2, 1.0 whatever to be making thousands.
And see, that's it's like I try to explain to people. When they sit there and hear the girls, because this was the one thing I hate when girls did. When girls were posting how much they were making, it kind of gave people the wrong impression of the money of porn. Not how it's made, but just how it comes. You know, period. Because I was looking like, even when I'm glad ManyVids didn't took down their rankings. I think they took down their rankings because if you actually, because they put the rankings with how much the motherfucker made. So when you look at number one won't that far off from number 10.
But it is. It is. It really is. I mean,
now go ahead. What you about to say?
Especially like on OnlyFans, 10%, the top 10%, the top 1% are very, very far apart. I usually make a couple $100 a month on ManyVids. Same thing for loyal fans. Loyal fans is probably $500-$600 a month. But
and that was saying, God. That's what I'm talking about. It just 500-600, but see, all that adds up though. That's the point of why you have to have multiple sites, multiple fucking checks.
It really does, because obviously, like I said, I'm still at the point where my paid shoots are my priority because that's what pays majority of my bills. What I make on OnlyFans, Loyal Fans, and mini vids, that kind of just goes right back into what I'm doing.
Now, here's the other part of this. How often do you get your paid shoots?
Kind of whenever I want them to be, for real. But
like put it away, you might do 1 a month, 2 a month.
This month I had COVID this month, so I was home for the first part of the month. This month I have, when I come to Vegas, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 when I come to Vegas. So
see now. Yeah, she's getting it, ladies and gentlemen. No, because you think about this. When you go, you ain't say content shoot. These are paid shoot. That means she's guaranteed to be paid 6 times. Now, I'm not going to go into how much per scene. We don't need to know about all that. Even though I probably already know off the top of my dome. So, right there, she's definitely breaking more than even out this motherfucker. I guarantee you that off of that. Because, see, that's the other thing, too, when it comes to paid shoots. You want enough patients when you go to a city that you are breaking even. That including your TTS.
Yes. Yes, definitely. And then, like I said, while I'm there, I'll do like video calls and stuff. So that'll. But I cannot travel somewhere and not profit. Like breaking even isn't acceptable, honestly. Like it's just not.
No, but see, no, but that was the one thing they were telling me back in the day. They were telling me that to tell my girls, don't worry about coming out to Hollywood. Film your own shit, put out your own shit, cause there ain't enough shoots out here. You feel me? Because there used to be a time where a girl can go out to Hollywood. She'll sit for a month, and trust me, she cake, because it was just that many companies that were shooting them. You know, period. So the fact that in 2023 you still can walk into Vegas and come away with 6 paid gigs. That speaks volumes, darling.
Thank you.
And you was, am I correct? You was nominated for AVN.
I was. That was a shock, and I appreciate everybody that nominated me.
Oh my God! When you found out how what was you doing and what was your thought process?
So
AVN.
I was already coming that weekend.
Yeah.
I already had paid shoots lined up. I was coming that weekend for shoots. And when I found out, I was like, fuck, are you serious? Like, I had people sending it to me. People were texting it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to the show then, you know? I already had a nice dress I'd had for some photo shoots, so I already had a dress in the closet. I was like, I'm going, and I'm going to go meet Sophia Rose. And that's what I did.
Oh, God. So did you get to meet her?
I actually did. I just got off the plane, and I went to go pick up my ticket to the award show. Yeah. So didn't have no makeup on. I was in just leggings and a regular shirt. And I seen her, and I was like, damn, I need to go talk to her right now. Like, I don't give a fuck how I look. I need to go introduce myself to her and talk to her right now. Mm-hmm. And I did. And she was super kind, super nice to me. We've had some interactions on Instagram, but it was nice to meet her in person, because she's kind of like the person I seen that helped me be comfortable with myself as a bigger woman. So I told her that, made her tear up a little bit. We got some really shitty pictures, but I would cherish those pictures.
Oh my God! But see, that would have been I'm about to say is, ladies like y'all don't realize how much y'all do inspire the next generation, the next people, you know, because you might have females that are built like they are BBWs that are not comfortable in their size, don't realize that they're sexy, and they see ladies like y'all or what have you, you know, because let's just be honest, being in porn can really make a female confidence go skyrocket. I mean, I'm sorry. If you have an issue with your looks after doing adult film, because I'm sorry, it's nothing more complimentary than a motherfucker buying your shit.
Yeah, you got to keep yourself humble a little bit because I'll be walking through the house looking in the mirror like, God damn.
They pay for all of this. Yeah, but shoot, but I mean, but but I don't think really BBWs really think about that. How much they inspire others. You know.
That's why I try to. Any photographers I work with, I'm like, please leave cellulite, leave my stretch marks. Please leave me as I am so other women see it and they can be okay with themselves. Please don't make me look like a piece of plastic because I have stretch marks. I have the cellulite. Please leave that there.
Yeah, cause I be loving your pictures and the fact that you wearing heels. I love the fact you wear heels. Oh God, I was like, damn, she got on heels. She's my kind of lady. I could work with you.
I definitely like I prefer the pleasers, like the stripper heels over heels. They're more comfortable. I know that's crazy to say, but those heels are definitely more comfortable.
So shoot. So I mean, you being a dancer, have you got on stage at the end of the Zonicas and drop it like it's hot?
No, I did the BBW fashion show in 2021, whenever the friend I was talking about, like she makes the plus size outfits. I went with her and did that. And then I did the one in DC, but no, I'm not gonna be up there dancing. They're gonna pay for that.
Oh my God! I was gonna say, I'm surprised you ever attended like any like the BBW, strip parties and stuff like that. Where have you be that someone in your background?
Yeah, I've there's a group called the Queen of Diamonds in Memphis.
Yeah, I know about them. Legendary.
Yeah, I go down there sometimes, waiting for the next event to pop up for that. So.
Yeah, I knew you did some parties. Ain't no way in hell you shook your ass in the strip club. You ain't do no BBW parties.
Hey, that was what it was, because I was traveling from Arkansas back to Kentucky, so Memphis is right there in the middle. So I would plan my trips for when they were having events, so I could stop there and dance and make the rest of the trip. Like their events are definitely a lot different. They have a little area set up so all the girls can perform. You got your tables, you got your couches. It's just, that's my type of
setup. Yeah. Because I was like, nah, yeah, I'd love to see your ass at goddamn stripper party. because I'm pretty sure that you know how to give a lap dance.
Oh, definitely. Like grinding is, I feel like it's underrated. Like the lap dances are definitely underrated. If you can give a good lap dance, you can do anything.
Yeah, I see you ride a dick, so I'm pretty sure you give great lap dances.
You can make me blush here a little bit, but give some great.
That would ask you this: do you like to ride dick? Because the reason why I asked this because it became a theme lately in the show. Because a lot of BBWs don't like to ride dick.
Actually,
reasons. So
I do. If it's on a couch, even better, because I can.
How do you like to ride dick? But go ahead.
If it's on a couch, like that's a firmer environment, it's easier to do. The couch or the floor is the easiest, but yeah. If you have a male talent that knows what he's doing on the bottom, that can give you a little bit of support underneath your ass, that's where it's at.
Hey,
they got on the bottom too.
I just can't lay there. I got to pump it back.
Hey, you can lay there. You don't even have to pump nothing. Just like give me a little bit of muscle there.
Don't worry, you won't. I even part the butt cheeks to give a little more space. Yeah, I know what to do.
See, I retweeted the scene with Don Prince, and you can watch him. If you're a male talent, watch fucking Don Prince on the bottom. He's giving you that support. Like that's.
Yeah, because that's the other part of working with established male talent versus you just working with a content creator. They know what to do because they are experienced in being in front of that camera. Just like I know people laugh when I sit here talk about spread the butt cheeks, when she ride the dick. It's a purpose for that. It's one, so the cameraman can see how much dick she's really taking. And two, you can see her moving up and on the up on the dick, so you can see the pussy move on the dick as well as the ass, what have you. And two, you also giving her a little bit of support with her back.
Yep. And see, I learned so much from Don because he taught me how to eat pussy on camera when I'm shooting with other BBWs. That's important because you want to see the, you want to see the suction. You got
to turn your face a certain way and everything too.
Yeah. Hold that thigh out, keep their legs spread so you get in there. But I took notes on that so that my scenes with girls are better. Mm-hmm. You have to get the angle right, and you have to get in there. Don't be out here fake eating pussy, girls. Don't do it.
Oh no, I've seen a scene where a girl, I could tell that one of the girls wasn't into girls. And she was one of my favorite porn stars too. I was like, you should have just said no to that one. You didn't need that money. You didn't need that money, damn it. You didn't need that fucking money. Oh my God. So yes. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of your stuff though. Cause I'm like, cause you say you was in it for a year. I was like, don't seem like it, goddamn. Yeah, you came on strong. I ain't gonna front for a rookie year. You came on very strong.
I think May 21st was when the first scene was shot, and then it dropped on June 10th. So I'm really not even at the year mark.
Yeah, it's crazy as hell. It's like, yeah, I mean, but it, like I said before, it speaks to one, your professionalism, because the word probably go around that you're good to work with, and two, you do great work on camera. You know, period. Because like I tell people, it's not about if you sexy or not. It's about can you make it sexy.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's not gonna be sexy, but you gotta make it sexy.
Hell no. Sometimes we want it ugly. What the fuck? Goddamn. I be telling girls, they be worried about their sex face. I'm like, don't worry. We want to see the shit. Stop.
You got an eyelash on your forehead afterwards.
I'm sorry. I done seen girls lose a wig out this motherfucker. I done knocked the wig off my damn self.
I just did a scene with Gotham City Erotica, and I had a pink wig on, and I know that thing was setting back like this. But
so you self-booked for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So is it you reaching out to them or they reach out to you?
It's a mix, and usually there's only one person that I've worked with that I'm not going to work with again, and that's on my choice. Usually the people I work with, they definitely rehire me because I just keep.
For sure.
They get good views, it sells, and then I don't aggravate them. Like, I'm not like, can we shoot? No. I tell them when I'm in their city or when I'm going to be in.
Or that's all you're supposed to do. Send them one email, say, I'm going to be in town these dates. Let me know if you want to work. Yeah. Because if you sit there and butt the fuck out of them, they ain't going to work with you at all.
Yeah, that's aggravating. And I mean, then I feel like at that point, it makes you look like you need that fucking shoot. So they might want to push you to a different level that you're not comfortable with. I don't want to be pushed to do stuff I'm not ready to do. Like, that's not.
Yeah, because a lot of times desperation causes problems.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a point like it sometimes ladies don't realize this too. Sometimes you have to walk away from this. Sometimes you may have to walk away from a shoot if it don't fit you or you're comfortable with. And it's okay. Ladies gotta understand it's okay to say fucking no in this business.
Yep.
You know?
I've said no right away to some. I've had to say no on set one time. Thankfully, like on that set, when I did say no, I did cry some because I was very like upset about it. But the producer and stuff was like, "It's fine. I promise you this is fine. Thank you for letting me know how you feel about this. Let's shoot something else tomorrow that's not this." And just work with me through it. But I did say no to that. You have to say no to some stuff. You have to.
Yeah. You can't be scared because I think that's where things go left on set a lot. You know, period. That a female just go with it. And they may not feel 100% comfortable. And then when the shit go left, They complain about it and this, that, and third, which they have right to do that. But if they had opened their mouth, it may not went left. I've heard of girls supposed to be doing just a boy-girl scene, get dead and find out it's a threesome.
No, hell no.
but when they did it because they needed that money to get home. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like you put yourself in that position, even though it's unbeknownst, but you put yourself in a position to where you didn't have a choice, but you had to take it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I tell females, nah, even if they're paying for the travel, you still got money to get a goddamn plane ticket home.
Yeah, please make sure you have at least enough money to make it home, or book your flights. Like, it's make sure you can get home. Like, that's one reason I don't go anywhere. Like, PlumperPass is I'll take that back. Pure BBW did book my flight, but that was fine. But I'm not gonna just let random people book my flights places because they can cancel that, change it on you. Don't do that. Like,
yeah.
And I have been very blessed to not have to be in some shitty positions, but I've also prepared myself for that. That's why I don't go places without having the money to make the deposits and stuff. I won't go if I can't have my own plane ticket and stuff, just because I don't want to be stuck somewhere. I don't want to be put in that position.
Yeah, Grandma said it best. Don't go nowhere you can't come home from.
It makes me a little emotional because I've known girls in some bad spots.
Yeah.
And if you can not be in that position, don't be. Wait. Yeah. Wait a month if you have to.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to turn down a pay shoot because something came up. It's okay. It's okay to say no. So, oh yes. So I just want to say, yo, you know she gonna be back, people. Can I call you a smoke buddy gorgeous?
I mean, go ahead. I only smoke a couple times a year, but go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all heard it. She will be back here on the Smokers Lounge, and we're gonna bring her onto the premium smoke room. Y'all know what it is. The best smokers always premium. $4.99 a month. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. More unpredictable, more uncensored, more wilder. No telling what might happen. A titty might pop out. They might show off a dildo. They might suck on a lollipop to show how good their head skills is. You don't know unless you subscribe for $4.99 a month. And you can only watch the Premium Smoke Room or any of these videos for the most part on Spotify. That's right. Spotify has video. You can watch video as well as listen to music on Spotify. So with that being said, Miss Lady, can you tell everybody where they can spend their money on you?
Well, you can Google O'Mya BBW, and my Twitter's gonna pop up. Click that. My link's on there with all my X-rated videos. My Instagram, at O_MYA_BBW, O'Mya BBW. But if you just Google O'Mya BBW, all my shit's gonna come up. That's your easiest way.
See, that show you how hot she is. She said, Google me, motherfuckers. Google me, bitch. Google me. So, with that being said, people, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss O'Mya, can you tell everybody goodbye?
Bye.